Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Shout out to all the Sky Watchers. Shout out Beyond the Spectrum, Mr. Butterbud, Planet Plainfield, Louisiana Tay, Anunnaki, all the YouTubers that support the Sky community, do videos. One love. Let's get to this craziness, folks. Haven't done a video in a while, and I've just been sitting back watching everything. Just take a close look at this, folks. You see all the faces? A lot of people don't look up and they're not aware of what they're seeing. I mean, clear faces. All you see is eyeballs. Zoom in. This is the original picture. Okay. Another massive face. Looks like a sleeping baby or something. You see the eye, the nose, the mouth. Another crazy face up near the sun. The supernatural realm is real, folks. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's a group of us and we're here to show you. You can see the structure up around the sun. You see the different faces, and I'm going to take you to the highlighted version of it. But just take a look at this, folks. You see this? This looks like some type of religious temple that you will see here in the earth. You see the point on top? Now let's go to the highlighted one. Okay? These are what people think are chemtrails, but I put red dots in all the faces so you can clearly see the eyeballs. Let that resonate. It's not a game, folks. When you pass away, your soul goes up into the clouds. I posted a video on my community tab where a brother said he was in a single car accident, and when he passed away, he went into the clouds, heard his mother's voice, talked to different entities, and begged to come back because he felt like he wasn't ready. But this is what you have, folks. They all tell you these entities are in the clouds, in the sky. They're in the heavens. You see the blue dot in the eye? Blue dots in the eye? Faces, folks. I'll zoom in to show you for perspective. I put a blue dot clearly in the eye cavity, as you can see the nose and the mouth. I'll zoom in a little closer. See? The pupil is there, but I put the dot there just to give you the perspective of, okay, that is clearly a face. Okay? Amongst the other ones, look at this guy. Peace, love, and light. Show and prove all things. Let's zoom out for perspective and take it in. It's not what you think, folks. This place is not what you think. You clearly see the devastation going on. Okay. Same shot. This is the shot here. I just came off. I showed you the highlighted one. Put all the eyes and the faces. Then we got the entity up here, and then we got something going on around the sun. Now let me take you to the super enhanced close one. Okay? You see the yellow eyes and you see the red eyes. Two separate entities. This one has a cat face. This one has a weird humanoid but not human face. Elongated neck, mouth gaped open, yelling, red eyes. Let's zoom in on that one. Now let's go to this face. Clearly some type of animal deity. Headdress, crown on, yellow put in the eyes so you can understand that you're looking at a face and is looking right back at you. The structure around the sun, this is the disk, and this is the structure that's going around it. This looks like a building. I'll zoom into it. See how it's round and has like a tower at the top? Looks like a cathedral or something. But just look at those eyes, folks. Let them pierce, let them resonate. Seeing is knowing. Knowing trumps belief. Belief and knowing have two separate definitions. Understand that. Okay, we'll go to this here. This is the other one I just showed, that one. Okay, we'll go here, folks. You see I have this giant beast outlined in blue. Here's the wing. Here's his face. Red put into the eye so you can understand that that's a creature. Some type of dragon entity. And in numerous videos always showed you it's always someone riding on the back of them. You clearly see he's hunched over. Here's his leg, it's outlined in yellow. His arm, outline of his body. And then you see his head and his eyes are red. I put the dots in to show you that that's an entity, a being. And it's riding on the back of this giant beast. Another shot. Zoom in. Let's pull up some light. Same shot, just without the red added. But look, I'll zoom in and you still see the black eyeballs. The creature's face. It's coming in a little dark here, but I'll try to tilt the camera to give you a better view. See the eyes? It's craziness, folks. And look at the massive UFO crafts that's just flying all around. I'm just here to show you. You can make your own assumptions, religious beliefs, propaganda, doctrine, but you can never say you weren't told and you were not shown. Let's go back to the beast and the rider. I mean, clearly some type of animal. I mean, look at the structure on top of the head. This looks like some type of dinosaur, like ridges and bony appendages sticking out. You can't make this stuff up, folks. And then we have the entity riding on the back. Look at this face right here of this entity. I know a lot of people watch the videos and they say, Riz, did you see this? Did you see that? It's so much going on. I have to highlight something to bring to your attention because it's, I mean, literally a menagerie of individuals, people, non-humanoid creatures, angels, demons. I mean, it's crazy, folks. And I understand a lot of people don't have an open mind and they can't believe certain things, you know, and I get it. But I'm here to show you. You can't have stuff like this in the sky and call it pareidolia and think someone's making it up. I put red in the eyes to clearly show that that's a face. You see the nose, you see the mouth, you see the chin, you see the horns poking out the side of the cheek. You see the horns protruding from the top of the skull. Black and white image, the same thing. I put this in community posts because people say they don't believe in the devil, but this is a clear image of some type of demonic entity. I don't know if it's the devil, but when I'm out and I'm being shown things, I'm being shown for a reason. And I'm here to show the people in the earth. Okay? Another demonic face. You don't understand what this place is. I've been waving the red flag, telling folks from the lack of evidence and pictures and real documents, you can never call this place a planet. You can't say it's floating around in some galaxy and it's a million miles from the sun and all that. No, that's all lies. This place is a very, very bad place, full of bad people. They use color to create barriers between us so we never unite and come under the same umbrella. Okay? Because you're dealing with nothing but demonic entities. The Bible says the earth has been given unto the hands of the wicked. It said Jesus ascended into the heavens and then descended into the earth, which was hell. Understand that. Show me some real pictures. Make me a knower of the knowledge that this is a place that's a planet and it's called Earth. I did the etymology of the word Earth. It means dirt or ground. Point blank, period. There's no two ways around it. That's the same image. And then once I put the highlight on it and the contrast, because these things are in plain sight, folks. They know you only can see a certain spectrum of light and it's hidden in plain sight, like the truth is right in your face. Just take that in. You see the pointy bent ears, the horn protruding out of the forehead. I've shown numerous videos of entities with horns that protrude from the forehead. Horns that protrude from the forehead and go backward into the scalp. I mean, it's astounding. Another one, entity. I put the red in the eye so you can see, and it has a horn, a big horn protruding and a smaller one. You can't get a point like this in a cloud, folks. That's not even logical. Okay? And then you have entities all around. You see him sitting there? It's 4 beings. 1, 2, 3, 4. We live in a supernatural world. There's so many supernatural television shows on that are telling you what's going on. Now I'm gonna break this photo down, folks. This is a giant bug creature, and looks to me like a giant bear or some type of predator style creature, maybe a wolf. Here's his eye right here. It's biting into this giant bug. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on the bug or the creature. You see his face right here, his eye. Here's the back of his legs coming down, the front legs, and this is his body, like maybe like a giant cicada. That's the only way I can kind of describe the body of it. But here's the face. See his mouth open. You see his eye, horn, and this creature right here is taking a bite out of it, folks. Wait till I show you the highlighted shots. Here's the bottom of his jaw. You see a point sticking out. Looks to be fur, the eye, the nose, and the teeth sunken in. Now I'm gonna go to the bottom of the jaw so you can clearly see. This is geometry, folks. That's a perfect point with a line going in it. You see that? That's the bottom of his jaw with jagged teeth biting into this giant creature here. Now let's go to the highlighted shot. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, folks. Now this is the shot right here. Of course, the red is all creatures put there so you can see that it's a face. Now this is the wolf creature, or a giant, looks like a bear, biting into this giant bug, and they're up there watching it happen. Believe it or not, folks, it's a war going on every single day up top. Now let's go to the creature, the giant predator biting the bug. Now how much more, like, okay, let's get this blur out of here. Now you see I put the red in the creature's eye, and the red in the giant looks like a bear's eye. Here's the bottom of his jaw, here's the top of his jaw. I'm gonna hold that in tight and let it resonate. It looked like it's biting the bug in half. Okay, and then we'll zoom out, and this looks like a giant lion creature. Okay, I don't know why the camera's there we go. Red in the eyes, giant ears, mane, nose, mouth, white fur on his face. Another creature off to the side, watching. Another one, side profile, ears up. And look at all the red eyes in the back. Take that in, folks. Let's let that resonate. Next shot. Close up of the bug being bit and a giant predator or bear biting him on the side of his body. Let's get a good angle on that. You see the wings folded down, the back legs long like a grasshopper or a cricket, the front legs short, armor-like body, the red eye, the horns, the mouth open. It's screaming out because it's being chomped on. See the nose of the beast? Zoom out. Let that sit in for perspective. Next shot. Took these images from Mr. Butterbud. The last images were from Jenny Hernandez. If I can remember, I will definitely scream out where I got these images from. But the next few shots are from a video Mr. Butterbud put up. And then we go to the next shot, and you clearly can see it's some type of beast flying in the air. Red added to the eye, so you can clearly see it's an entity. You see the horns, bird-like beak or jagged mouth. I mean, like, wings folded down, other wing going up. You see the outline of it. Wing folded down, big wing folded up, like it's flying through the sky, folks. People can have cognitive dissonance all they want and think these things aren't real, but they are. It's a lot of things you say you don't believe in, but that doesn't make them not part of reality. Okay? Shout out Mr. Butterbud. I put this shot on my community post. I'm just going to run through them. You can clearly see a giant melanated being with a big nose, lips, goatee, eyes, horns pointed backward. And I'm going to run through these shots because they'll resonate, because they're all pretty much the same. You see that? Even without any contrast, highlight, red in the eyes, you see. See how I see. Red added to the eye so you can clearly see it's a face. It's outlined. The entire head, giant appendage off to the side of near the ear, horns pointed backwards, red intense eyes I put there so you can clearly see their eyes, big nose, lips, mustache, and goatee. Just keep running them. You see it. It's undeniable. You deny this, you're a fool. You're with the system. You're an agent in the matrix. That's all you are. It's a lot of people out here that are not what you think. Okay? Leading people down a dark path. That's why it's a war. It's a spiritual war, and it's also a physical one going on every single day. Don't you understand? Your body lives with chaos and perfection. You have stomach acid that if you was to spit it up and put it on the floor, it would eat a hole in the floor. But your body is made so perfect from God that stomach acid in your stomach doesn't harm you. Come on. Chaos and order all in one. Red added to the eyes so you can clearly see these demonic faces. I mean, it's all types of spiritual beings, entities, fish creatures. I mean, if you watch my videos, I show it all. Strange guy riding on some type of aerodynamic craft. I mean, you can clearly see it's a white man that's balding, red added to the eyes, nose, mouth, ear, and he's shirtless. I'll zoom in for you. See the nose, see the mouth, see his neck, ear, bald head, hair on the side. Riding across the sky on something, folks. Coming in very bright. The hate is real. Gremlins are real. Shout out Mr. Butterbud. If you can't see, these are giant creatures flying through the sky that look like dinosaurs. I showed this to my 2-year-old nephew, and he clearly said he called this one a cat because they have a family cat called Tiger. And he said, oh, that's Tiger. Tiger's eyes. And then he's fascinated with dinosaurs at 2. So he said Triceratops, T-Rex. Like, I mean, like a 2-year-old baby can see these things. But then we have grown people that are, I just don't know. That's why I stopped doing videos. My channel doesn't progress. I don't get subs anymore. People say they don't get notifications. You see why, right? Because I show this and display these type of things they don't want you to know about. They keep telling you live on a planet. That's a lie. Show me a real picture of Earth. Make me a knower. If you can't do that, sit down, shut up, and learn. Okay? I'm beyond a detective. There are no real pictures of your so-called home. If there is, show me. Link it to me. Do whatever you got to do to get it to me. Email me. People know my email. You will not find anything real. They're hiding what this place is. Okay? Creatures. Red added to the eyes. Hearts will fail. I've done numerous videos, told you the angel of death is here in this realm, that hearts would fail. It's going to be death. Lots of death. I already told you. And can't you see that's what's happening all on the news throughout what they call the earth? It's happening, folks. You see the man up there? You see his eyes, his nose, his mouth, white hair, white beard, outlined for you. For the visually impaired, red eyes. You see it. White beard, big nose, mouth open because these creatures blow matter out of their mouth. Shout out Chief Strongbone. They blow matter. They create through breath. Yes, folks, supernatural. I've showed that before, where entities are spawned from each other's vibration. When they open their mouth, they spew out another living creature. Take you to the one with no red in the eyes, you still see it. Blue being, female entity. You see her neck, you see her shoulders, you see the collar line, you see her arm going down. She has pointed ears. She has some type of headdress or crown on. You see it, it's outlined so you can see the geometry in it, and dots added to the face so you can understand that that's an entity or a being. It's not a joke. Shout out Beyond the Spectrum on this one. And it's another being right next to her. This is where the image came from. You see, I take the images, I look deep into them, I highlight them, and I present them. Did this one on the community post also. Now this picture is really deep because I'm gonna show you some of the deceased souls that's up there, and this video cuts off. I'll just do a part 2 at a later date. Look at this person up here with the white suit on, black tie, top hat. I mean, you clearly can see the detail in his face, and he's cradling, looks like a family member. I have a better image of that, and let's take it here. You see him? Black man with a top hat on, white suit, black tie, and he's holding what appears to be a woman that looks like she's wearing white with something on her head also. Looks like an old graduation picture or a prom picture. If this is anyone's family member and this looks familiar to you, this position, let me know. See the guy's face? Now I'm quite sure I have one where okay, here we go. Arrows pointing at it. The people are outlined. I mean, come on, you can see this guy looking up. He has a beard. He has a fedora style hat on. You see his tie. You see his white suit. I mean, it's ridiculous, folks. Where do you think you go when you pass? Where do you think your soul goes? It goes up. And if you're messed up, you already know you're going down. Black added to the eyes so you can see clear. He's holding this woman. Look at his arm going around. And this is where the image came from. And look what they're in, folks. Let's go back to the original. Look at this. This is a boat, folks. They're on the river Styx. You see there's another boat next to him. You see the crazy looking face on the front part of the boat. Now, in ancient days, we know that they carved faces on the front of ships. And these people are a sea of souls inside the ship, going on their next destination in their journey in what they call existence or life. Look, it's a black woman there holding something. It's a sea of people, folks. This is, look at this face right here. Eye, nose, mouth. I'm telling you. It's a boat, folks, full of the deceased. All types of angels and beings floating around. That's where the blue lady came from. She's off to the side. Look at that. Wow, that looks like a prom picture or a graduation picture, like all my life. Moving on. Red added to the eyes, horn off to the side, giant head, looks like some type of reptilian being. And that came from here. Can't debunk me, can't expose me. I'm not with the world, I'm against this world, okay? There's nothing you could do to try to expose me or clown me or anything, okay? The most you should be doing is sharing these videos to show people and tell people, like, it's a guy on YouTube showing supernatural content. He doesn't have a TV contract. He does it organically, and I have 2 strikes on my channel and 1 more and I'm canceled. Why do you think that is? Then you got all these empty head idiots. All they do is talk and spew hate and get people riled up. You know? Just pure demons. All you do is talk You don't have any proof. You don't have any knowledge. You're a parrot. All you do is regurgitate what some other fool said on the earth. How about saying something new, showing something different? You can't, because you're not original. You're just a clone and a copy like the rest. Point blank, period. I'm here to show you the real. Peace, love, and light. It's not a joke, folks. Once you understand where you are, you'll act accordingly. And no one should have to tell you. Just look around. Do you see good people? No one here is good. Not even people that don't have criminal records. You're still a scumbag. A crab. A Uncle Tom. A get over. Tell on you. Tell the employer, oh, he was late today. You don't need to be a criminal to be a bad person. Why do you think you're down here and heaven is up? Peace, love, and light.